Okay, so today we are going to learn how to solve quadratic equations. So first off, we are going to start with our quadratic equation, which is x squared minus 5x minus 3 equals 2. Well, a standard quadratic equation looks like ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So since we need our quadratic equation to equal 0, we are going to want to move this 2 over to this side. So we are going to subtract the 2, and so we will get x squared minus 5x. And if we do negative 3 minus 2, it will give us negative 5, which equals 0. So in order to solve this quadratic equation, we need the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus radical b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So since we have this formula right here, we want to take what we have here and put it into our formula. So this is our a, this imaginary 1 is our a, negative 5 is our b, and then negative 5 is also our c. So we will take our quadratic equation, and we'll say x equals negative b plus or minus radical b squared minus 4 times a times c. And then we're going to put that all over 2 times a. So since we now have this, we first want to simplify it. So we take this, the negative and a negative, make that a positive, so that will just be 5 plus or minus. We take what's under the radical. Negative 5 squared is 25. And then negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times negative 5 is a positive 20. So we keep that under our radical, and then 2 times 1 is just 2. So to continue simplifying it, we will have x equals 5 plus or minus radical 25 plus 20 is 45. We're going to keep that over our 2. And so to simplify this even more, we will break down our radical, which will give us 5 plus or minus 3 radical 5 all over 2. So this is our final answer. If you want to break it apart even more, you can do x equals 5 plus 3 radical 5 over 2 and 5 minus 3 radical 5 over 2. Both of these will suffice. It's just breaking this plus or minus up. This is just a simpler way to write it. But that is how you solve a quadratic equation.